Hi. I read about the hardening system, which is a system that starts from the lungs. I read this in Destiny. Starts from it's in the lungs and is not active until one activates it by participating in constant self-definitions, in constant infatuation, and in when one doesn't want to change because one is so defined by the things that one is defined by. Let's say, for example, that I'm defined by let's say I don't remember the word in English. I will search it and I'll place it there. So it's a system which grows, extends through the whole body, and it's called the hardening system because the body goes hard, like rigid, like a, and it has very, very bad consequences for the body. One of them is like the body gets completely hard, so the muscles can damage. You can have convulsions, or I say convulsions, but it's said like muscular spasms, like goes around. You can also have your bones can become fragile. Your tissue, your skin can damage. Your tissue can damage. You can become so hard that the muscles can damage till the extreme that they don't move anymore. And I was reading this and I was emotional when I was reading it because I was reading it and I became emotional and I cried, but I stopped immediately. Yet I cried a little bit because it was, wow, this is so extreme, because I thought, oh, this is what my mother is doing. Oh, this is what I'm doing to myself. Oh, this is what people is doing to themselves. That's why they have these illnesses and they become old and sick from the bones and and it's because people accept to live as this hardening the system, like this system that can't do anything, can't change, and like accepting the system as it is, and no one will change me for everything, for everyone, like self extreme love, like how do you say passion, extreme self passion, infatuation. I didn't knew that word, but I searched it and it's like self extreme passion, like a possession of ego, and it's really extreme, this system, because it's like a walking death till people dies. I will play the link here. It's an amazing document. It says, hey, wake up, you have to change, you can change, and you have to stop those self-definitions that you believe that you are defining yourself, but you say, this is who I am, and so you participate in that, and then you say, nothing will change me, I won't change, but you are the one who has to change. And I realized that because while I was reading that document, I was thinking about myself and my mother and the consequences of that system, and I became emotional because I've been participating in something very I've been participating in something that I haven't understood yet, which is like I'm understanding it probably, but it's like this fear that I have in my chest, which I feel like this acid sensation here, like burning or something. No, it's not burning, it's like acid, and it activates when I'm speaking with others, and when I'm, let's say, I have these judgments, like judgments, good or bad. Like, let's say, like I see someone and I feel happy, and I pop, something pops here, and I kept continuing this, and you can continue for a long time. And it's fear suppressed, and many other things that I'm investigating. But the point is that I was thinking about this, that I've been experiencing for 2 years, and so I related this to the hardening system, because it's, well, probably in my lungs, my chest lungs, and I felt it sometimes like in my hands, the sensation like zzz, or in my eyes, or I know what it is. It's like an acid or something, and I know that probably it has to do with self-definitions, because I've been defining myself, and I haven't, and also because I haven't been changing in moments where I could have changed. Let's say I wanted to speak with a certain group of people, but I didn't spoke with them because I have had these ideas of myself, and I could in a moment to say, no, I'm not this, I'm going there. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I was believing that, what will I say, what this or that, and I didn't do it. Then I created like thoughts, justifications, more and more bullshit, and I've been going through that situation of, let's take that example, wanting to be with a group of people but not going there, wanting to speak with someone but not doing it because, oh, I don't know what to say, oh, I am shy, oh, I am this, I am that. Well, I know it's not true, but it's just in those moments where those thoughts can pop up and I completely shut down. And it's like I thought this is activating this hardening system, because it's self-definitions that I've been living, and I haven't been changing in moments where I can change, and that's been feeding probably or activating that system. And that's why I've been probably having this last year, or these last months, or in a time ago, I've been like really experiencing some kind of pain in my body, pain, and it's like I'm uncomfortable in my body, and it's something very bizarre. My fingers are becoming rigid, and I work in arts, and I can't allow this, and I can't allow my hands to go hard, because this is the sexual expression, this is the direction, this is self, and self, both selves in my fingers, in my hands, they don't crack like, but they, like when you do this, and it's like, I don't know how to explain, like, and that's with all the fingers. Like sometimes I move them like very hard, and sometimes I move them more clear, and sometimes I move them and I see that they are hard, and sometimes my nails were hurting me. Well, not hurting me, but I felt like them like growing or something very strange, and well, I haven't done exercises with my hands, which probably has to do because I didn't do exercise for a while ago. Now I'm going to start aqua gym this Tuesday. This Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm going to start aqua gym. It's really cool because I don't do exercise like for constantly, like for 4 years ago. Like I've been exercising like once a month or something like that, and then 2 months without doing exercise, and I just walk from here to there, but I don't do exercise. Like, yeah, I'm going to, run or to move my body, or I go to dance, but I dance 1 hour, it's, and that's not, I have to do something with my body because I feel the muscles like cracking and the bones like cracking, and I'm too young and I don't want to be a dead zombie walking around in this world and to die as a zombie. I want to move my body as a self-expression because this is the only planet. This is the only body, there's no body B. This is my only body, and so these fingers, so they were cracking, and this is probably showing me that I've been participating in this hardening system. It is really hard to, well, I would like to know how does one knows exactly how one is, if one is participating in this hardening system. But seeing myself, I see that probably yes, because I've been going to bed with pain. Well, this last month, it's okay. Just this day has been a cool realization. Okay, my bed is fucked up because it's old and it has like these things, and my body hurt. So I'm going to change it. So, it's really interesting to see this relationship with myself that I'm forming is to say, how do I want to live with myself? This is how I want to live, as I need to compromise myself to have a relationship with myself, because I see that every thought that I accept and allow to have within myself projects in my world. And then, because I'm not having a self-honest relationship with myself, and if I don't have a self-honest relationship with myself, it's difficult to have a self-honest relationship with other people. So that's the first thing that I'm doing, and for that I'm seeing and utilizing this material to see which systems I'm participating in, and the whole world. I have to put it in myself and forgive myself. And it's amazing that one can do this. But with this hardening system, it's really strong, because my back, let's say, my neck, like it sounds and I can't move something. My here it's hurting, and I see that this is hard, and because I haven't done exercise. So with the hands, there's a ball that one does like this, like let's say this was a ball, and it's very heavy, and I have to do like this, and then that one works with the fingers, and one works with the hands, and one's muscles go like better. Oh yeah, I like moving. I like movement. I don't like to be still. I've been very still because I've been wanting to stay still. And that's also another thing, like, oh, I'm not going to feel this. Oh, I'm not going to participate in emotions and feelings. Oh, I'm not going to participate in judgments. Oh, fear. So hard. Oh, hard. And then it's difficult to move. I've been actually experiencing myself as being really hard, like difficult to move, like moving like if I was a table. So cool. That's it. So first self-relationship, and to say, what do I allow about myself, what I don't allow, what I do allow about myself, what I don't allow about myself, and stopping. So exercise is really important, and stop the participation in the hardening system.